Citizen Television.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host. And this week we are going with the week from April 11th through the 18th. So what's going on this week? Well, this is actually the last full-on week of Aries. I didn't even think about that. Next week we'll have a couple of days of Aries, but we won't be... This is it. And so... I had a lot of astrologers told me, check out the 14th and the 15th, because we've got a lunar eclipse this week, folks. So the vibe is strong, and that means that there'll be a full moon in Libra, and guess what? The North Node's in Libra too. And so this is a time of significant manifestation. This is a time of significant happenings. A lot of times earthquakes and really weird weather happens during these kind of eclipses, but also deep social change happens too. And let me tell you, this is in Libra, this full moon, in both Vedic astrology and in Western astrology. So this is all about our relationships. And then the other side of this is the sun being in Aries in both Vedic astrology and both Western astrology. And the sun in Aries, in Vedic astrology, we say it's about dharma, it's about action. And in Western astrology, we would say, it is about circulation. It's about the male principle that it's double male. It's fire and it's Mars ruled. Not necessary. But because they've adapted fear as their god. And fear and Beelzebub, they're pretty much the same person. Fear and Voldemort are pretty much the same person, okay? So when you use fear as your god, you've pretty much said the god of love, the god of peace, the god of justice doesn't do anything. It's like Darth Vader. You've turned over to the dark side. For those of you who've seen Star Wars, you know what I'm talking about there.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, that kind of person. We're in a new age, folks, where love is becoming the new currency. But you know what? Especially for you guys who think you're so tough. It takes a lot more courage to be a loving male than it ever does to be a violent, confrontational, angry person. It takes a heart opening. We're in a new age, folks, where love is becoming the new currency. But you know what? Especially for you guys who think you're so tough. It takes a lot more courage to be a loving male than it ever does to be a violent, confrontational, angry person. It takes a heart opening. It ultimately take courage and a willingness to be able to be hurt at sometimes. To be able to be hurt by others. To be vulnerable to their emotional disrespect. This week is powerful. And I want to empower all my viewers that want to be in the light, that want to be in the love. And okay, I know there's some of you who say, well, there isn't any duality. All right. As far as I can see, when I get up, the sun still rises. And when I go to sleep, the sun is still setting. There still is day and night. So let's not joke around, folks. Yes, the light is always permeating all because there are stars at night too. And we do need the darkness because we need a chance to sleep. But we don't need fear right now. Because you can't think clearly when you're in a place of fear. And that's what we're going to learn this week on the Planetary Persuader. That's what we're going to learn this week from this full moon lunar eclipse on the 15th. And on the 14th too. I mean, our aspects are packed this coming Monday. We've got moon opposing Mercury. We've got moon squaring Jupiter. We've got moon opposing Uranus. We've got moon squaring Pluto. We've got woohoo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Transformation is going to take a few steps backwards, folks. And then Mercury squaring Pluto. I mean, that is about as packed with aspects as you ever see. But even today, we've got Moon opposing Venus, Moon opposing Neptune, Moon sextiling Jupiter, a beautiful trine between the Moon and Pluto this evening, and then the Moon conjoining Neptune, also Venus conjoining Neptune, also very beautiful and compassionate. So here we go. I'll give you your forecast quick.